Hi everybody, welcome back to the Oracle Integration Knowledge Check series, and this is the sixth part of this series. So I'm here to show you the next set of questions of Oracle integration, which will help you to validate your knowledge on Oracle integration. So guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe and click on a bell icon to get regular updates. So I am publishing videos on a regular basis, which helping you to increase your knowledge on different technology stack. Now, let's get started. So the first question of this video is, which three connectors are available to create connection in Process Cloud? If you have worked with Process Cloud, then of course you will know the answer. If not, let's look at the options that we have here. The options are integration, web service, Oracle Cloud Applications, REST. So which three connectors are available to create connection in Process Cloud? So what are the options? What are the ways to create connections? So let's look at the answer. The correct answers are integration, web service, and REST. So these are the three ways using which you can create connectors in Process Cloud, and you can connect to the outside world in Process Cloud. Okay, let's get into the next question. The next question is, what are three ways to create business object in Process Cloud? So when you create a form, when you register any REST API, SOAP API, it creates a structure. It's like a XSD. So if you would like to create the business object or business type on your own, what are the three options available to create? So this is one of the good candidate of the certification as well. So let's look at the options. The options are import from XML schema, create from scratch, import from JSON, new business object. So what are the three ways? So if you don't know the answer, you can log in into your Process Cloud, you create a process and see the business type, navigation, and there you can find out the three options. So the answers are import from XML schema, import from JSON, and new business object. So these are the three ways using which you can create business object in Process Cloud. Okay, so now let's get into the next question. The next question is, which four are valid patterns to create a structured process in Process Cloud? So when you create a process, you can create a structured and dynamic process. But when you use a structured process, what are the different patterns that you can use to create your structured process? And let's look at the options. The options are none, event-based, form approval pattern, cross application processes. So which three, sorry, one more message. So which four are valid patterns? If you don't know, you again can log in into your Process Cloud screen and try to create a structured process, and you will find out a dialog box which will allow you to create your structured process. And then you have to choose a pattern. The answers are none, form approval pattern, cross application process, and message. So these are the four patterns you can use to create a structured process. Okay, now let's get into the next question. The next question is, which is not a valid role when you share a space with some other developer in Process Cloud? So in Process Cloud, you can create spaces and you can share your private spaces with other people in Process Cloud so that they can contribute in your artifacts. So what are the valid role? Which is not a valid role? Viewer, editor, owner, administrator, which is not a valid one. So the correct answer is administrator. So you can provide a viewer role, editor role, owner role, but administrator is not the role which you can share. So you can again go to the Process Cloud, you can go to the spaces and try to share, and you will see the valid roles option, valid roles available. Now let's get into the next question. The next question is, which is not a valid pattern to create the dynamic process in Process Cloud? Like I mentioned earlier, you can create structured and dynamic processes. But when you create dynamic processes, what are the valid patterns? But the question is, which is not a valid pattern? So let's look at the option. None. Form approval pattern, to-do list, single stage to-do list, which is not a valid pattern. And the correct answer is, it's not from, it's form. Form approval pattern is not the correct pattern to create dynamic process. Okay, now let's get into the next question. The next question is, which two are default actions of human action in Process Cloud? So when you use the human action in the Process Cloud, which are the two default actions that your manager or your assignees can look into? So the options are approve, more information, delete task, reject. Which two are default? So you can create more and more, but which you will get by default? The correct answers are approve and reject. So approve and reject two are default actions under human action, which you can use, but you can add more and more if you want. Okay, what is the next question? The next question is, which three roles are created by default when a process is created using form approval pattern? So when you create a structured process with this form approval pattern, there are three roles will be created by default. Which three roles are created? So let's look at the options. Options are process owner, employee, process reviewer, analytics viewer. Which three are valid roles which will be created by default? You can create on your customs, but three default role which you will get by default. The correct answers are process owner, process reviewer, and analytics viewer. So these three roles will be created by default. Okay, let's get into the next question. The next question is, which are the 5 steps to create a decision model in your Process Cloud? So when you create a decision model, you have to follow some steps. Which are the 5 steps that you have to follow? Let's look at the options. The options are add decision, define input, add to process, model decision logic, test your decisions, and create a service. So here you see 6 options on the screen, but which are the 5 steps that you have to follow? The correct answers are add decision, define input, model decision logic, test your decisions, and create a service. So these are the 5 steps that you have to follow step by step to create your decision model. Okay, let's get into the next question. The next question is, which is not a valid pattern to create a decision in Process Cloud? So when you create your decisions, so there are some patterns that you have to use to create your decisions. So which is not a valid pattern? So the options are expression, logic, decision table, function. Which is not a valid pattern? If you don't know, you again can log in to the Process Cloud, go to the decision, try to create a decision and see which is not a valid pattern you see in the list. Context as well is the option. The correct answer is logic. So logic is not a valid pattern. Okay. The next question is, which is not a valid option to test a process before activating in process? So what are the valid, which is not a valid option to test? Player, sandbox, development, and the answer is development. Development is not the option to test your process in Process Cloud. Hope you found this useful. If yes, please like, comment, and share this video, and stay tuned with us. If you would like to follow our next video of this series, please subscribe and click on a bell icon to get the updates. You can follow me over LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and you can always see our blogs, https://techsupper.com. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.